Welcome everybody. I wanted to give y'all an update on my progress in kitchen. Okay. I got those cabinets done. Okay. I got all of those cabinets on the bottom done. I got the island done down there. Okay. And I got those cabinets above the stove done all the way to that back wall. And I got most of those cabinets on the bottom done, but I've got to go over them again with a second coat and the little cabinet right beside it. That's what I've got done so far. And tomorrow and the night, I'm going to be working on that cabinet. I've got to take everything back out of it. I'm going to rewash it again, even though I did it the other day. And I'm going to be painting all that. And what I'm going to use in the bottom of those cabinets is I went to Dollar Tree and I purchased 14 packs of these. Okay, that's vinyl. It's paper vinyl. And it's got an adhesive back. And what I'm going to do is after I get everything painted and it's dried, I'm going to line the bottom of the shelves with these. Okay? And then, oops, almost had an accident. In my drawers, I'm going to, my kitchen drawers, I'm going to put these in the bottom of that. 6 of these. It's 12 inches by 2 feet, which is 2 square feet. And that'll be enough to do the important drawers that I use a lot, that I have stuff stored in. And then my husband picked out these. Coffee makes everything better to go on the butcher block. So when we're eating at the butcher block island, we'll have those up. And we're going to get some stools to go around the butcher block. Okay. And we got these right here. This is wallpaper. And where I'm going to put it is right here on the back wall, back there. And this cabinet up here, I'm lining the back wall with this. And I'm not going to put the adhesive on the back of it. I'm actually going to staple it in place because later on we're going to run a new vent system out of our roof. And the man told me to, leave it where he could have good access to it. So I'm going to make these where they're sort of temporary and be taken down. So that's what we got done so far. So now let's sit down and have a little chit chat. Okay? How's everybody been doing today? Ooh, it's too dark. Let me plug in a light. Hold on. I'm going to plug in a light for us because that's just way too dark. bit better. Ooh, that's too much dark. Let's see here. Okay, that's better. Isn't that better, y'all? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh, it does look pretty. Thank you. I think so too. How are y'all doing? Is everybody doing good? Now I'm going to tell y'all how much money we saved. Okay, this right here for base the same quality, it was made no better. In Walmart, these were $2.88 a piece. Okay, for the same size, $2.88 a piece. Now I got 369. 369. I got 14 of them. Okay, and I paid 25 cents a piece. Okay, now I'm going to tell you how much I saved. I got so at Dollar Tree they were $3.50. At Walmart they would have been $2.88. Oh gracious! Hold on. That would have been $40.32, and I only paid $3.50 for them. So I saved $36.82. These are $1.88 at Walmart, and I got, I think, 8 of them. Yeah, I got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 8 of them. So, y'all, I saved a good amount of money. And oh, these were $2.88 at Walmart also. So you figure $36.82. So basically, I saved $36 there, and then $1.25 times 14. That's $17.50 I paid at Dollar Tree. Now, at Walmart, for the same stuff, for all of these and these, and wait a minute. 8, no, wait a minute. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Actually, it will be 18 because of the 4 placemats. So 288 times 14, I would have paid $40.32 for these and the wallpaper and the placemats. I would have paid $40.32 at Walmart. Okay, but at Dollar Tree, I paid $1.25 for 18 items. That was $22.50. Okay, so I saved about, we're going to say about $60 that I saved by going to the Dollar Tree. And I was really surprised that the Dollar Tree had this stuff, you guys. Very surprised. So, and my total for everything I bought at the Dollar Tree was $50-some, like $56. But I got a whole bunch of other stuff too. Okay. So I saved more than I spent. you know, in essence, if you want to look at it like that. So, well, I didn't know that these were going to be 25 cents a piece. I had budgeted for the 288. So that was really good. And because I only paid 25 cents a piece for them, I was able to get the other stuff because the only thing that I had budgeted for was getting 3 of these at Walmart and these. And that was it. I didn't budget for getting any placemats. I didn't budget for the other stuff. I was going to wait till um, later on and get the other stuff out of my food budget because the other stuff I got was food products. And I was able to get everything for less than what I would have paid for that stuff at Walmart. So I did pretty good. So what have y'all done today? Y'all done a lot? And the cabinet color that you had in your kitchen. I saw some of these things right. Well, this would go with your cabinet colors too that you had right here. I wonder if your Dollar Tree up there has the stuff up there where you're at. I'm just curious. Do you have any Dollar Trees where you're at? Down here, it's like Dollar Trees are, well, they're not out here in the country, but we have a Dollar General and a Family Dollar. But you drive to Leland, which is, you know, um, close, you know, and they've got them there, and then they've got them all over Wilmington. I think there's like 5 in Wilmington, so not all over, but I mean for a city the size of Wilmington, I think that's pretty good. You know, a pretty good amount of them. And the Dollar Trees, every one of them around here has different stuff. Like you can go to the one in Leland and they have a smaller amount of stuff. And then you go over the bridge into Wilmington and the one right into Wilmington, when you first get into Wilmington, they have, you know, they have more household goods in there. And then you go further into Wilmington and they've got all the crafting stuff and um they got household goods, crafting stuff, and they've got that $5 section. They've got a ginormous selection of that stuff. I think they got more of that than they do anything else in that store. Or it might just be because the stuff's bigger and it looks like it. I'm not sure. So, Welcome, welcome, whoever else has came into the room. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. So, if you're new here, oh, and I know what I was going to tell you. This stuff is this white vinyl stuff. This is what people use in those Cricut machines or a Cricut, whatever you call them. Um, you see how it's got a little glass, a wine glass that's got lettering on it. You can put this stuff in that machine and it'll print out little letters and designs and stuff. That's what this is intended for. But the same stuff, same quality stuff, they sell in Lowe's on rolls, and it's not any thicker than this. It's literally thin. Hey, OG, how are you doing, buddy? What you doing tonight? But it's not any thicker, y'all. The stuff in Lowe's isn't any thicker. And because I looked at it, it's just as thin as this stuff right here. You see that? It is thin, but I mean, I didn't want anything thick. I wanted it thin. You know, you just got to be careful when you go and put it out on the when you go roll it out. You know, so but I think once I get everything taken out of there, like I said, I'm going to re-clean it and then paint it. And oh, I know what I got to do. I have to re-sand a little bit on this corner over here, this closest to the stove, because I have a rough spot right there in the corner. So I got to re-sand that. But anyway, after I get it re-sanded, I'm going to repaint it. And then I'll put this in the bottom. And I think it's going to really make the kitchen look a whole lot better. It's going to make it feel brighter, and it's going to be a lot easier to clean up those shelves, because the wooden shelves that are open is what I store my glass jars and stuff on. And when you go to sliding them out and stuff, cleaning up bare wood that's don't have no paint on it, no nothing. Y'all, that gets aggravating, having to take all the jars out and clean them. And the dust is harder to keep cleaned off of everything versus where the surfaces that are painted and has a protective liner in the bottom of it, I can just, dust everything, excuse me, and take this and wipe it down lightly, and because it's vinyl, I can let it get wet a little bit versus where this stuff right here, if I put it up there, the rubber grippy stuff, if, you get it wet, well, it's still made of vinyl, but, it just, I don't know, it's textured and it feels weird, and it feels like the water sets on it and it's harder to dry. Actually, OG, no, I did not make that yet. I was going to make it last week, and I never got around to it. What is it, OG? Share. I'm always into new recipes. Tell it, tell it, tell it. I want to know. You hear me? I want to know. I got to make this camera straight, y'all. This thing is tilted all cockeyed. We got to make it straight. So I'll be right back. Get up and fix it. That's better, ain't it? What y'all think? That's straight now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Street tacos. I like them now. Those are the little tiny ones. Yeah. Now, I like making homemade tacos. I got my tortilla press. And I like making them homemade from scratch. Mm-hmm. Tacos are good. You know what I want? I want some enchiladas. That's what I want. I want some homemade enchiladas. Y'all. Ooh. You like my son, you don't put no lettuce or nothing on yours. You just go straight to the cheese and the hot sauce and the meat. Well, he'll put some pico de gallo on his. That sounds good. I can go for that. I think I'm going to make me some enchilada sauce tomorrow. I make some enchiladas and some. That's what we use, Valentino's. Yep, he got us started on that. Our son did. Because I used to always buy Texas Pete or Louisiana hot sauce, and he started buying it at Valentino's, and yeah, that's what we buy now. Now I had bought it a long time ago because they used to have it at the Dollar Tree, and you got that big old thing of Valentino's for $1, and now they're selling it for like $4.88 in the grocery store. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, I like the buffalo macaroni and cheese. Matter of fact, I like it whether it's with made with chicken. I've made it with chicken. I've made it with pulled pork, and I've made it with shredded beef. Your sister's the only one awake when you make the tacos usually, so you and her just mow down on them, huh? Nom, 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 nom. Well, they're usually gone in 5 minutes. Yeah. Y'all would devour everything on my table quick, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? You would just eat it all up. Yep. Oh, gee, you're pretty young, aren't you? Hey, Jen, how are you doing, baby? Yeah, I'm not picky. I'm not too picky, but I don't want to eat. There's some I won't eat pig feet, pigtails, pig brains. I don't want to eat no kind of brains. I don't want no hog-headed cheese. I don't want no chitlins, which is hog intestines. We are good, Jen. How are you, baby? We are doing marvelous, Jen. I got the kitchen. Um, well, I didn't get it all painted. I got most of the cabinets painted. Jen, did y'all have an assembly meeting tonight? Did it go very well? Oh, gee, how old are you, honey? Oh, okay. Oh, gee, I understand. That's fine, baby. Yeah, what's in that smoothie, OG? Is it non-alcoholic smoothie? Because I know some people be putting, stuff in their smoothies, extra stuff. You know, I think the best smoothie I ever had was when, oh yeah, that's good. The best one I ever had was made with kiwi, strawberry, and either mango or papaya, and some lime juice and yogurt. And I don't know why I put yogurt in it. I just put some yogurt in it. But a smoothie tastes, to me, in my opinion, way better than ice cream. I like homemade ice cream, but I'm not too fond of store bought ice. I'm not fond at all of store bought ice cream. Jenny, you know you ain't never behaving yourself. Oh, gee, I will agree with you on that. If you're a person who likes ice cream, I'm just one of them people. I'm not very fond of ice cream anyway. And when I was growing up, you know, um, we didn't have it very much. And I only liked really the vanilla because, yeah, I only really liked the vanilla if I did have it because I'm not a chocolate eater. Well, that's a good alternative. Yeah, I know you said trying. I'm like, yeah, I know you're trying to be good. If you can't be good at it, right? You know I'm gonna mess with you, Jenny, because I love you. Well, Echo, do you have pineapple? That's the question. Because if you have pineapple, you can make a shake. You will find something to put in that shake. Oh, I love you, baby. Y'all, I'm excited. I can't wait to take all them jars down and paint. Almond milk. I like coconut milk in mine. I'm a coconut milk girl. You don't need ice cream to make a smoothie. You can just use juice and ice and some people even put milk in it or whipped cream. Hey Scott, welcome everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do, or tap that screen if you got a cell phone. I guess that's how you're supposed to do it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Oh, I'm not cooking tonight. I've been painting. But I tell you what I am making tomorrow. I'm making enchiladas and I'm going to make some tortillas from scratch. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. And I'm going to do some Spanish rice or just like regular, rice and some refried beans or either cowboy beans. Depends on what my family wants because I have to ask them, what do y'all want, refried beans or cowboy beans? Because they get what they want. No, a smoothie isn't a meal. Who said smoothie was a meal? I didn't say smoothie was a meal. Um, Fry you some eggs. Make you some scrambled eggs. Lordy, I did not know Detail Grandma was going live. I just got, yo, I got a notification. Can you believe it? Let me, let me tell her, I got to tell her I'm live, so. Good. In first, finally. Give it a minute. It's almost like that darn thing don't last. It picks up the first people it sees. Okay, y'all. I had to tell Detail Grandma. Yeah, she's live now. OG. I just went in her room real quick and told her I was live, but I'd visit later whenever I was done. I didn't know I didn't see anything scheduled for her, so. But all I know is I'm trying to find a reason to not take all that stuff down out of them cabinets and get to working. Okay, OG. It was nice having you, honey. We'll see you later. Well, Scotty, I didn't like, it's God's rain. It's not my rain. I didn't send it your way, I promise. Y'all might have needed it. But what do y'all think about the cabinets? Do y'all think they look good? I think they look good. Yeah, I had the lights on earlier, Scott, and you could see a lot better, but there was rescue boats in some areas. My goodness. Yeah, we didn't get that much rain. Thank you, Echo. I'm glad y'all think they look good. I was thinking about using this paint that I bought, the same, the exact same one. I'm thinking about using that to do my bathroom too, because I've got to repaint my bathroom. You know, so yeah, there's a story of a lady named Debbie. Oh yeah. Okay, so story time, y'all. Okay. Now, a few people here know that about 2 years ago, um, we decided we were going to do a little bit of improvements in our kitchen area. And my husband used to do nuclear work. Well, he was working out of town, and he would, go to work, drive 4.5, 5 hours away, and he'd come back home on the weekends, and we get to spend some time together. And um, we were uh, doing a little bit of work here and there in the kitchen. Well, October uh, came around, and we were, just getting to the point where we had done enough repairs in here to where I could start painting. So I went and bought the paint, but we were trying to wrap up with the garden and canning and everything, so I didn't get to it till right before Thanksgiving. Well, it was on a Tuesday. Me and a couple of the ladies were doing a backstage talking, and I had been taking a paint break. I was just, taking a break from my painting, and I got a phone call that my husband had had a massive heart attack while we were backstage talking. Okay, they heard the call and everything. So my project in the kitchen had got put off for till recently, because that was a life-changing thing. He almost died, and the painting that I did do, I did with a paintbrush. I didn't use a roller or anything. I couldn't find it, but I had to stop with what paint I finished using, what paint I had, and I didn't do anymore because, when he had that heart attack, he, could never go back to work. And, I have my stuff I do here at the house where I make money at home, and I was like, well, I'll just, stay home and take care of him. And, it's hard to make improvements when you don't have money, y'all. So it's been almost 2 years, and I'm finally able to get back to doing what we're doing. So we got to put some of the butcher blocks in, and the next one we're going to put is this one, but we've got to build a new cabinet system for underneath first. But we're going to save the front plates. We're just building a new bottom cabinet because the sink that we have, we've had that sink. We got it like 3 years ago. We found it at the Habitat for Humanity, and that thing is heavy. It's a garden sink, an old-timey sink, and it's heavy. And that cabinet would fall apart if you put that kind of weight on it. So we're literally going to build a new cabinet, but we're saving the front of the cabinet because it's real wood. Now the rest of it's just that old cheap particle board from a big box store. I'll just say that. I'm not going to say no names because I ain't going to be ugly. Say names, but anyway, it's junk. It's just the front of it's good. So we're going to get back on it, but we've got to build a new base cabinet, and we're just going to build a new one all the way around and down to the end. And we'll have a butcher block all the way wrapped around. So all we have to do is get one 10-foot section. That's what we're missing. We're missing the 10-foot section, And the bottom cabinets we've got to build. And that'll be the last part right there we've got to do. And then I'll be putting a vinyl, that clickety clackety floor that's waterproof that you put together. I'll be putting that on the floor in here in the kitchen. So it'll be nice. But yeah, it's a 2-year project. You know, it's turned into a 2-year project, you know. So, and I had somebody ask me today, well, I thought you just got done painting not too long ago. So I figured I would explain that to y'all. But you know, the moral of the story is y'all, things happen so quick. You never know. You know, you never know what's going to happen. And that situation definitely changed our lives. You know, I mean, my husband's he's a young man. Um, he was only 60 when it happened. You know, he had just turned 60. So, I mean, I didn't expect for something like that to ever happen to him. He went from having a stroke the 28th of September to having his heart attack, his massive heart attack, November 21st. That was 2 days before Thanksgiving. So, in the blink of an eye, y'all, life can change just like that. So, love on your family, love on the people that are close to you, and share your kindness with people. Be willing to share. If you, I mean, just have that mindset of, be willing to give the shirt off of your back to somebody, because, you might be the one tomorrow that's in the situation to be in need and hurting and struggling, so don't take those things for granted. Okay, so yeah, Jenny, that's the story that I was going to share with everybody tonight. So, but I just wanted to come on and do a little live and show everybody the progress. I'm not going to stay on very long because you only get so many hours with StreamYard a month, and I'm trying to keep everything at a minimum. So, but I did want to come and do a live and give everybody an update because I'm having a problem uploading videos right now. So, but and this is the best way I can communicate with everybody right now. Okay, well, I appreciate everybody stopping by, and I hope all of y'all have a really good evening. I'm going to uh, let's see here. I don't even know how to drop my own link. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Let's see here. Well, I don't know how to drop the link, so I'll have to learn that one. But I just wanted to give y'all a you know, an update. Yeah, he's done a wonderful job building everything. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Okay, y'all have a blessed night and take care of yourselves. Okay. I was going to try to drop the link, but I can't figure out how to do it. So, but y'all have a good night. Okay. Nighty night.